Hello, everyone. Namaste. Raelene, Byrne, medicine for your spirit. We are in the solstice time. Southern hemisphere, it's winter solstice. Northern hemisphere, it's your summer solstice. Wherever you are, the solstice time is a form of pause. It is a turning point in our year. It's always halfway through the year. So we're all at this. We've done 6 months from our last solstice in December, and here we are. So it's time, wherever you are, to pause. It's time to reflect. It's time to see what you've transformed through, especially in this year of 2024, the changes that have been coming at you, what you've moved into, what's still to come. And also, it's time to offer gratitude. You know, the earth sustains us and gives us sustenance. The only reason we stay alive is because of what we get from the earth. So having some time through this beautiful solstice window over the next day or two to really pause and offer some blessing from your heart towards the earth, towards the ley lines, to bring your gratitude for all that earth has given you, for all that this world offers us on this turning point. And solstices are always like an ending and a beginning. So, you know, we've got the winter solstice, we're welcoming the light back. In the summer solstice, it's the longest day. So we start celebrating because the sun is going to start becoming less. The days become shorter, or the daylight. And in the winter solstice, the days become longer. So it's all about the sun. It's all about light. And it's always about reflecting on our own inner light. And so in winter solstice, we go in more. Summer solstice, we're expanding out. So I always like to go back through history. I like to look back at how people celebrated this. So ancestrally, there were certain times, I see it as universal nudges, universal gifts for us to pause and ponder. So this is one of the 4 major turning points in the year. So it's really important, if you are into all this sort of stuff, to really take a moment and sit with it and really reflect and go into a place of gratitude and see it as an initiation. Because inside all of us, going back through eons, are our ancestors who stood in gatherings and celebration and ritual at solstice time to celebrate, to share, to give thanks. So when we pay a moment, give ourselves that moment through time in the day or the next 2 days, 2 or 3 days, what we're doing is we're connecting to that energy and we're adding our intent into this lineage of celebration to cosmic energy and cosmic timing and nature. So, just spend some time thinking about it. And I will, if I have time, I will give you something from my book that I pulled open today for everyone. But I do have a caller. Laurie, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello.
Hi. How can I be of support or assistance or guidance or whatever? What do you need today? What would you like support with?
What do I need? It's been a really tough week. I don't know if it's because of the summer solstice and all that happening right now. But yeah, so just curious about the summer plans, family, that kind of thing.
So what you're actually wanting support with what? Just a general how to take care of yourself in all of this, or I'm not quite sure what your question is.
Yeah, a lot of family get-togethers and how to work through it.
Okay, so there's often with family, as we know, bless them all, we love them dearly, but crikey, some family members, they're hard work. So one of the things that's really important at any celebratory time when there's gatherings and holidays and all the rest of it is to know your own boundaries. It's to know what
Right.
feels right for you and what doesn't. And so I'll pull some cards for you in a minute. But one of the things I want to share from my long experience is trusting the feelings around whatever situation you're in. Because if you know there's people in your world who are like drama kings or drama queens, or they've always got something to moan or whinge about, or there's always some criticism or judgment, and you know that that's their nature, you can be pleasant and you
Yeah.
can have a small interaction, but you've got to pull yourself out of it and, find something else, because our energy, our own personal energy, is our most precious commodity. It's our most precious thing. And in situations like that, we can get bombarded, and then we can find ourselves energetically dropping down, and we end up engaging in those types of things that perhaps we know aren't right for us. So it really is a matter of really tuning into your feelings in these situations. And if the feeling is, oh, this is getting hard, or I'm not really enjoying this, or it just doesn't feel good for me, then you've got to exit stage left. You've got to find something else, whether you go off to the bathroom, or whether you go to get a drink, or whether
Mhm.
you just don't go outside to breathe. You've got to
Absolutely.
have
I
a
think
little
it'll be an
plan.
avoidance like, thing that I'll have to probably do. But anyways, okay, how about future grandchildren? You said, while I have you on the phone, just a quick question about that. Future grandchildren, or any moves on my part. Do you see anything like that?
What are you're wanting to know about whether there's grandchildren coming?
Yes.
How old are your kids?
Oh boy, they're all in their mid 30s.
Okay, rightio. Let's just see. We're looking for some spiritual, universal, mystical information around Laurie. Her question around, are there grandkids coming? I will say at the moment, what I'm feeling, there's a lot of spirits ready to come through, a lot of new little spirits. Um, it's coming in. It's like a rain shower of spirits wanting to come in right now. And they're coming in ways that, even though their prospective parents are doing everything they can to avoid it, they're still coming in. And I can say this quite definitely. I have 3 very special friends around me who are in their 40s, early 40s, and in the last 2 weeks, they've all found out they're having babies, and they've done everything they can not to. So I
Isn't
sort
that
of
funny?
laughed and went, okay, it's
Hmm.
they're coming. And I can feel there's a whole lot coming in. There's a lot of souls leaving the planet at the moment. A lot of old energy, a lot of old fears are leaving, and so new, brighter, lighter energy has to come through. So there's a whole lot coming through. So they could come in very unexpected ways. But let's see what's here for you, for Laurie with kids, grandkids. Uh,
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, the first thing that's coming up for you is a level of being grateful for everything you already have, being grateful for the health and well-being that you and your kids have, being really grateful that
Yeah.
they've been able to, live the lives that they've chosen to. Because often when we go into gratitude, we're not asking for anything. We are giving thanks for what we have, and that means more comes to us. And I think even being grateful for our children, sometimes we forget to be grateful for the choices that they make, because it's part of their soul journey. And when we start exercising that interaction, there's a shift that happens, and you might find that instead of avoiding having babies, they're like, I'm ready to, because something happens. There's a magic that happens. So maybe, letting them know that you're grateful for them, the choices they've made, and how independent they've become, or whatever it is, might be enough to open up little doorways of opportunity for new ones to come through. So let's see what else is here. There's new growth coming, definitely babies. There's definitely some I'm hearing babies. There's new growth. I don't want to be prophetic and say in the next 6 months, but I feel when I look at new growth, especially now at this solstice time, it is very expansive. And when I'm looking at this view, it's like new things are coming. It's like planting the seeds right now. So there could be some action in the next within the next 6 months. There could even be talk of it. So just, sit there with a contented heart around that. But I'm hearing babies, might be a set of twins. I feel like it's going to be 2 or 3, mainly 2, very, very close together. So if you've got 2 or 3 kids, you might end up finding they're having babies close together, if one doesn't end
Right.
up with twins. It
Mhm.
feels there's new growth. There's definitely new stuff coming through. And this last one here is innocence. There's this energy of innocence here. So that's babies, children, wonder. So that's there. I feel one thing you might need to look at is dealing with your fear that it won't happen, or dealing with your fear or remorse that maybe, your fear around them, maybe they've left it too late, or maybe whatever it is, whatever your little fear is, you need to deal with that and look at it as not as maybe an area that needs to be healed. Like maybe it's your expectation. And that can come forward as, well, they're in their mid-30s and not having kids. And what if they never have kids? That can be a little fear. That can be a little resistance. So I would be looking at, if you've got any of that going on, turn it into gratitude, because that will override everything. But I do feel there's a couple coming through quite close, because this new growth is here, and it's a real sense of the natural order of things. It's the natural way things unfold. And as I said, there are a lot of new little souls waiting to drop in at the moment. They're showering in. So even though we've got a lot of souls leaving, there's new energy coming in. So just be, the word for you is, it's not about being patient. It's being in the open-hearted receptivity of good news. When we're sitting in that, I'm really ready for good news, and I'm so grateful for everything, and I'm ready for the next part. That really opens up energy fields as well. So
Well,
is that
that's
helpful
exciting.
for
Thanks
you?
very much.
Is
It
that
is,
helpful,
yeah, that's
Laurie?
exciting.
Okay. Well,
Let's go
all the
with that.
best with that. And hey, listen, if you've got your summer solstice, put out a beautiful intent that you're calling in. You're calling in these souls for who
Yeah.
want to dance, play with you as grandchildren. Call them in.
Oh, okay. Will do.
Call them in. Okay. Thanks for calling.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. So yes, it's a good time for calling things in the Northern Hemisphere in the summer solstice, getting ready for the new and really celebrating what's been. It's a very big energy. But what I wanted to do, I opened my book this morning, this book, Alchemy of Awareness, and this morning before the call, I said, okay, what is something from my book that I can share? And I opened up the chapter of initiations. So, solstices and equinoxes are like initiations. But I just wanted to read the declaration for this solstice, Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere, and it's simply this, and it's something you can stand in the sun and say, and it's simply this: today, I courageously take action, aligning with my soul's purpose and becoming who I am here to be. And that is why we go through initiations, to learn the next part of ourselves. So thanks for being with me. If you want to know more, come to raelenebyrne.com. I've got a few things on my website you can play with and look at. If you've got questions, let me know. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste. Happy solstice, wherever we are.